So the question that I kind of wanted to get to today is that an indication of the wider U.S. coin market? Is it all hot? Is it all good, or is it just are we getting to the point now where just the really really high ticket items are being sought after by guys who have a significant amount of money to spend?
I don't know. I was at the Fun Show here in Tampa, Florida last month, and was there for 2 of the 4 days. And every dealer I spoke to, they were very happy with the outcome down there. They were talking, I'm talking from Lincoln cents on the gold coins. They all seem very happy, which indicates to me anyway, boots in the ground, that there is more buzz than we've seen in recent years here in the coin market across the board. And we even look at some of the big auctions the last couple of years, Pogue, Newman, so forth. They did very well, it seems to me, from my observation. So I would have to suggest that the market's definitely on the way back. And it's not just in one area, but in many areas.
Well, and I would add too that this kind of a collecting market is always going to be uneven unless you're in a bubble. So the first sign of the bubble is that all coins are going up. We don't want to be in a situation where everything from Lincoln pennies to Morgan dollars and gold coins are shooting through the roof, because we just know that's going to crash in the end. We've seen that over different times. In 1990, we saw a big crash. We don't want to, and we don't want to see things like that again. What you see in a healthy coin market is you'll see where, for example, the 10 lib collection that Patrick just mentioned. I mean, it was fantastic. The coins were fresh. They were undergraded by most people's standards, but people came out in droves to bid on them, and there was a lot of aggressive activity. That doesn't mean 10 libs are super hot, but as a series, actually 10 libs are hot. They're the better date coins in Liberty Gold, whether it's 20s or 10s. If the coins are fresh and not overgraded, they're very popular, and they're going to go for strong money. Now, if you see a collection of coins that are, maxed out, undesirable quality, they're not going to do well because collectors aren't going to chase them. But I think the market is healthy in different areas, and if this week it's gold, better date gold, and next week it could be Buffalo nickels. But rarely do all these collector areas peak at the same time, and nor should they.
Yeah, I wanted to actually ask you about that, John. You were dealing, from '02 to '06. Would you say that period of time was the same? Where everything was going up, and then everything kind of popped in 2007.
Not really, no. I mean, what happened in the healthy collector market of '02 to '07 was that in general, the coins that the collectors were seeking were strong, but you could always find weak markets. You could always say that, Mercury dimes are strong and Morgan dollars are weak, or the opposite could be true. And during that time period, there's always going to be series that are in favor. And when I was trading coins and buying a lot, I almost always would chase and try to find coins that weren't in favor because I liked the value better. I always thought that the market was more stable on those areas where, that weren't overly popular, because chasing the prom queen really gets you in trouble.
Now, I'll ask John this. Between 02 and 06, we saw gold and silver spike in value, from modern day lows, 2000, 2001. How do you think the bullion market correlates to the numismatic market? Do you think there's a correlation there at all, or is it just kind of anecdotal at best?
Well, the bullion markets, what they do is they bring a lot of fuel to the fire. So coin dealers feel wealthier when bullion market's strong. So there's no direct correlation in the sense that $2,000 gold is going to make rare coins more valuable. But
sure.
But since 90% of coin dealers trade heavily in intrinsic value coins like gold. So if you have $20 gold pieces going from $1,300 to $1,800 just on their intrinsic value, and you have everybody and their brother calling the shop saying, I want to buy these coins, what do you have in stock? These dealers feel wealthier, and dealers actually are the beginning of the food chain in terms of consumer demand of collector coins. So coin dealers love better date coins. We all know as dealers which coins we never get to see, and this and that. And if we had more money, then we would just buy 1901 S quarters and VF if we had the money. But we're in our daily lives, if the business is just barely getting by, we're not buying those coins. So as coin dealers feel wealthier, they start stocking more and more collector coins, and then they naturally will sell more of those coins because they'll have them. So that usually does fuel the fire, but it is not the beginning or end all for those things. It's just a great vibe that is spread when bullion is up. And when bullion is in melees, like it's been, for the last 4 or 5 years, that there's just generally a melee's, about the collector energy. But
Right.
what you're seeing now is these large collectors coming in and really stepping up, and I think that, like I said, is trickling down.
It's very exciting times.